Hello everyone, my name is Man of Stage and welcome back to Sabbat of the Witch, Tsumugi's route. In the last episode, we started down her route. All is not smooth sailing as Shuuji finds himself pursued by Akagi in Raven form. All of a sudden he's Tippy Hedron. In spite of maybe hearing his background story, Akagi still is trying to figure out a way to use him to drive a wedge between Nene and Tsumugi. I don't know what's up with that. But now we appear to be delving into Shuuji's memories. Let's find out what's going on. A long-forgotten memory resurfaces from the depths of my mind. It's from a short period of time when I was skipping school. By then, I had already realized that it was in my best interest to keep my power hidden. Whenever I had tried to speak of it, I'd been made fun of and treated as a weirdo. Back then, no one seemed to care about my plight. Are you witnessing all this plight? So the easiest thing for me to do was to hide my true self in order to avoid standing out. But one day, I caught a cold and had to stay home from school. Luckily, my fever went down after a single day. But for the next day, and the day after that, I continued to stay home. Unbeknownst to me, parts of my heart had already begun wearing down. Ooh. You know it's serious when it starts with unbeknownst. Yet my dad didn't treat me any differently. While I played hooky, he'd tell me countless stories of how much fun he had back when he was a student, laughing all the while. He never scolded me. I do like Shuuji's dad, he's a nice guy. I ended up taking advantage of his kindness to avoid school. But by the time I had 5 days off from school, including the weekend, the guilt I felt from skipping was too much for me to handle. I decided then that I would go to school the next day. I had made up my mind. However, things didn't go so simply. Okay, that was a lot more shrill than I was expecting. If I was a cat, I would have airplane ears right now so badly. I thought I was done. Huh? It was after school on my last day skipping. And for some reason, a bunch of classmates had gathered in my home. They were like a well-maintained bed of tulips, all with brilliant smiles spread across their faces and shrilled voices piercing my eardrums. And in the middle of them stood our teacher, grinning like a gardener, proud of her work.
Hoshina-kun, 今日はみんなあなたのことが心配で集まってくれたのよ。
It's a kindergarten. Except for it's not a kindergarten class. Huh?
そうだよ、星名。明日からお前も誘ってやるからよ。
Oh, I guess I should be trying to make myself sound like a young boy, but you've heard my voice. I don't know how easy that's going to be.
星名君とはあんまり話したことないけど、いなくなったら寂しいよ。だから明日は一緒に学校へ行こう。
Huh?
はい。
Please don't. Okay, I'm taking the headphones off.
一緒に学校へ行こう。
There was no reason that needed to be so loud. Murph? At that moment, I was assailed by violent nausea, the likes of which I'd never felt before. Gross. Oh, so much cold stew. Their warm and tender kindness, their beaming smiles. It was like I was looking at a Picasso through a fisheye lens. Ooh, that would be trippy. The contradictory nature of it all melting together. That's a very profound thought for a child to have. I mean, I realize he's doing this in retrospect, but still. Everyone had warped together into a giant monster wrenching my mouth open. Ugh. That thick, cold stew poured down my throat, making me want to heave. This is no metaphor. Thanks to my power, it felt as real as any actual stew. And I was stewing in it. The nausea was so intense that it had nearly brought on an existential crisis. And yet Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna just sound like Krillin. I desperately forced a smile. I knew how much worse it would get if I turned them down. Like tasteless clay was being forced into my mouth. Ooh. I could hardly let myself throw up there. If I had, I never would have been able to go to school again. Even more horror would have awaited me, or you could just change schools. That was no metaphor either, so I'll come back to school tomorrow. I realize that's the same voice I think I used for, what's her name? Akari or Hikari in Portal. I don't have a range of high-pitched voices, unless I want him to sound like SpongeBob. Bah! Then it happened. Like I was being rewarded for giving a correct answer, a delicious sweet nectar satisfied my mouth. Ambrosia.
そうよ、星名くん。学校は素晴らしいところなの。
Okay, this is sounding less like they're trying to get him to go back to school and more like they're trying to get him to come back to a cult he was trying to leave.
お勉強だけじゃない。みんなと一緒にいろんなことを学べる場所なのよ。
The outside world will never understand you. You should come back where you can be safe with us. Yeah. By doing what everyone else wanted, I received a wonderful reward. But the punishment for going against their wishes would have been unbelievably awful. That's one thing I had learned.
じゃあ明日、星名も入れてサッカーしようぜ。
Sure. My sense of self had begun to fade away. My feelings and my will mattered not in the face of the collective animal that was my peers. Who is this person and where has he been for the past however many episodes I've been doing this? I just don't remember him being this eloquent. Never declining and always doing what everyone else wanted makes everything so much easier. Not thinking for myself makes everything so much easier.
よかった。星名くんが来てくれるなんて嬉しい
We haven't gotten that far yet. Joker laugh, but in child form. Being in a dream gives me a commanding view. I can see myself with eyes like a dead fish. I doubt that was all it took to open the hole in my heart. But events like this were what caused it to grow, little by little. That would do it. Wake up in the morning, existential crisis. I wake up with a start. I clutch my chest, trying to hold back the nausea. Fortunately, I don't actually throw up, but the discomfort from my dream lingers for a while. I thought I'd forgotten about that. The event certainly left an impression on me, but similar things have happened countless times since then. So it shouldn't be a particularly special memory. Eventually, I noticed through the gap in the curtains a lone raven perched outside my window. Go away, Akagi! What are you laughing about? The edges of its beak seem to curl upwards as it stretches its wings and takes off to the sky. That would be some horror movie stuff right there. Was it smiling? It's like a cross between the birds and Smile. Could that have been... Well, whatever. I don't even want to think about that. So, just as I would any other morning, I get dressed and make myself some toast. Are we going to start running to school with the toast hanging out of our mouth and run into a girl? I also use some badly aging lettuce to make a salad without any crunch. Ugh. Why would you do that by choice?
おいおいおいおい、なんだか今日の朝飯は手抜きじゃないか?
It's a reflection of my feelings, Dad. Something wrong?
盛り付けも適当だし、父さんへの愛情を感じないぞ。
Right.
父さん、ロールキャベツなんか大好き。
Okay.
Shuuji?
Oh, that was supposed to be a dry okay, sorry. Cabbage rolls, right? I heard you. My dad stops what he's doing and stares into my eyes. Were they dead fish eyes? He walks over to me in silence, then whips out a pair of wacky Groucho glasses and puts them on me.
で、怖い。
Why did you put them on me? You're the one who put them on me. I can't muster the energy to get mad at him anymore. Oh. You're the one that put them on me.
あ、いや、何かあったのか? やけにリアクションが薄いし。死んだ魚みたいな目をしたまま、お茶目にヒゲメガネなんかかけてるから余計怖いぞ。
I'm just imagining one of those singing wall fish that looks like Groucho Marx. I can't tell if that would be hilarious or disturbing. Probably both. Dead fish eyes?
お前が一番ひどかった時の感じに似てる。
Well, I'm certainly not at my best.
もし体調が悪いんなら、一日ぐらい休んでもいいんだぞ。
Nah, I don't think I'm sick. I don't have a fever at least. So I don't need more cowbell.
そうか。
Dad returns to his seat without pursuing the topic any further.
実は会社でクリスマスパーティーをすることになってね。
Cool.
絶賛宴会芸の特訓中なんだ。そのヒゲメガネもそのために買ったものなんだぞ。で
Are you going to be Groucho Marx? Oh, sounds nice.
楽しみだな、クリスマス。ところで修二は今年サンタさんに待て待て、それつけたまま行くつもりか？
Why not? My dad reacts to me standing up from the table and shouldering my bag without taking the glasses off. That would be kind of funny. I can't be bothered figuring out what to do with them, so I just slide them into my pocket. Okay, see you later.
おい修二、それないと父さん宴会芸の練習が。
Turn trick somewhere else. And he's gone.
おう修二、遅かってどうしたお前。
Wow, he picked up on that in no time.
ちょっと前の星名みたいになってるよ。死んだフィッシュモード。
Dead fish mode, activate. The moment I get to class, Kaido and Karia repeat almost the same crap my dad said.
徹夜でゲームでもしたか？いや、にしたって広すぎるか。
I can make it look worse. You want me to pull the glasses out?
むしろ死の恐怖で一夜にして変貌しちゃった人みたい。
Do I really look that bad?
自覚なし？
Nobody will give me a mirror.
重症だな。素直に学院休んだ方がいいレベルだぞ。
I don't have a fever or cough or anything. I put down my bag and take my seat. Now it's Shiba-san's turn to come over to me.
星名くん。
For a brief moment, I feel a tiny bit warmer. But the first thing Shiba-san does is place her hand on my forehead. Oh no, not that kind of warm. Huh? Shiba-san?
よかった。熱はないみたいだけど、気分悪い？
Yeah, I'm not sick.
だったらひょっとして星名くんの力とか。
Kind of? I mean, a traumatic memory as the result of the power. Nah, not that either. Guess she came to that conclusion since we spoke about it yesterday. Why am I like this, though? It's just one of those moods. It's like if you ever have a day where you wake up and for whatever reason, just everything pisses you off. You're just in a sour mood, you don't know why. The slightest inconvenience is a monumental pain in the ass. I hate days like that.
まさかこれは綾地さん、わかるの？いえ、昔の星名くんのようになっているんですよね。
Hopefully for only one day.
そうだけど。なるほど。だったらシーバさんはあまり近づきすぎない方がいいかもしれません。
Why?
けど、どういうこと？
Hmm?
はーい、出血取るぞ。どうした？
Intervention. The teacher arrives. Nobody currently surrounding me moves.
先生、星名くんの具合が悪そうなので保健室へ連れて行ってもいいでしょうか？
Huh? But I'm not sick.
ああ、いや、そんな死人みたいな顔で言われても説得力ゼロだ。あやち、頼めるか？
Wow, and usually she's really harsh with him. Seriously? I look so bad that my teacher won't believe me?
はい、シーバさんも手伝ってもらえますか？ただし、あまり近づきすぎないで。
What, is the hole in his heart a singularity?
わかったよ。
The two of them escort me out of the room on either side of me. I no longer have the power to refuse.
付き添いは一人で十分だったんだがな。まあいい。
I was about to say, I think that ship has sailed.
今度こそ出血取るぞ。星野くん大丈夫？ちゃんと歩ける？
Yes, I'm perfectly fine. Well, you know. Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, aren't we going to the infirmary?
あ、本当だ。ひょっとして部室へ向かってる？ええ、 肉体的な変調ならむしろ問題ないんですけど、
Ooh, he's spiritually sick.
先に私たちで調べた方が良さそうだったので。だからシーバさん、今はあまり近づきすぎない方が。でも、こんな星野くん初めて見たから。
Shiba-san, I can walk on my own, really. Ayachi-san, do you think this was caused by magic somehow?
それを確かめるんです。さあ、着きました。
Huh, I wonder if Akagi is doing stuff. We arrive at the club room. The girls have me sit down by myself in the corner of the room. Aw. They're obviously not doing it out of spite, but I still have no idea what's going on.
でも、あやちさん、確かめるってどうやって？
Do you have some sort of magic mirror?
シーバさん、かけらを入れている小瓶は持ってきていますね。それが、今朝赤木が持って行っちゃったみたいで、今手元にないんだよ。
Oh, that's interesting. Why did she take it? And why would she... Does she do this normally?
そうだったんですか？なら、シーバさんに気をつけてもらう必要はなかったかもしれませんね。
Oh, if the hole got bigger, it might suck up more fragments. I get it now. What do you mean by that? All those bottles do is react when you're about to collect fragments.
ええ。では、私の小瓶を見てください。何これ？
Sorry, I can't really see it from over here.
それが、星野くんへ向けると瓶の中のかけらが輝きを失っちゃうみたいなんだよ。
Huh. That's weird.
そのくせ瓶の中でざわついてて、私こんなの初めて見たよ。私も観察するのは初めてです。前は確かめるより先にあの現象を起こしてしまいましたから。
Last time? Accident? Do you mean... The fragments in a bottle shine stronger when it's possible to collect more fragments. The opposite reaction would mean...
はい、どうやら星名くんの心の穴が広がってしまった可能性がありそうです。
Oh.
昨日あれから何かあったんじゃありませんか？
Anything is a bit broad.
嘘！昨日最後まで星名くんと一緒にいたのってまさか私のせい？
No, I feel like if anything it was probably Akagi's fault.
落ち着いてください。確証はありません。でも
Nah, it can't be your fault, Shiba-san. I was happy that I had a conversation with you. I'm just reading him very monotone because I'm assuming if he's in dead fish mode, then he would be.
星野くん、本当に心当たりはないんですか？何もないのにたった一日でこんなになったりしないと思う。
This would be a good time to mention that you saw Akagi outside the window.
順番に思い出してみたら。
Well, I just went home. Oh, I did see this old dream last night, though.
夢ですか？
It was nothing big, but it's possible that it's related to the hole in my heart.
念のため聞かせてもらえませんか？
Well, I'm not sure it actually is related, is the thing.
星野くん、昨日の約束覚えてる？
Huh?
嫌なことあったら、気持ち悪くなることあったら、ちゃんと話してくれる約束だよね。
Oh, yeah, right. I did. I can't argue against Chiba-san, not with her peering right into my eyes. And so I explained the dream. In my current state, I don't even realize how deep a subject it is. I explain every little part of my dream, not glossing over anything. Well, I mean, that happened a long time ago, and that kind of thing happened all the time, so...
小さい頃からずっと一人でそんな思いしてきたってことだよね。
A heavy discomfort settles in my stomach. I almost want to get up and run away. But there's something different about Shiba-san from most people.
星名くんの心の穴、なんとか埋められないかな。なんとか埋めてあげないと。思い出すたび、こんな風になっちゃうなんて。
Yeah, really, that would be awful. Well, it was getting filled in gradually, like a pothole in the street. I find it hard to believe one little dream could have widened it so much. Not after all this time. Probably.
じゃあ、一体何が原因なんだろう。とにかく、七尾に相談してみましょう。
Good idea. I was kind of surprised we didn't do that to begin with, honestly. Ayachi-san takes out her phone.
その必要はないのじゃ。
Ah, she's in the room with us. A voice echoes through the room, followed by a loud thud and the violent shaking of one of the room's windows. Oh no, it's a Windex commercial. What the?
何か黒いものがぶつかったようですが。赤木、大丈夫？赤木！
I thought she did that on purpose. Chiba-san opens the window and brings inside the Black Raven, its eyes once again spinning comically. No, she did not do that on purpose. It is a Windex commercial. A puff of smoke surrounds the bird, and out of it comes Akagi in her human form. Good recovery?
その必要はないのじゃ。
This is your fault. She then repeats what she said earlier. Oh yeah, didn't I get a glimpse of her this morning?
もしもし、七尾ですか？必要ないと言っておるのじゃ。
Hey, you're not her Alp. Akagi somehow manages to snatch Ayachi-san's phone away from her.
赤木、人のものを取ったりしたら命だよ。やかましい。少し借りるだけじゃ。七尾か？
なんだ、赤木か。用がないなら切るが。
You probably could.
待って待って、いきなり切るやつがあるか。
必要ないと言ったのはお前だろう。
ふん、お前にも聞かせてやろうと思ったのじゃ。
Okay.
めんどくさいやつだな。私にはどういう状況かもわからないのだがな。
昨日、星名とかいう小僧は心に穴が開いていると聞いた。
So I decided to make it worse.
そこにお前の魔女が集めたかけらが吸収されたんじゃったな。
Oh, I wonder if she's trying to reopen it so it'll absorb all of Nene's fragments.
それがどうかしたのか。
ようやく興味が湧いたようじゃな。
Akagi speaks in an arrogant tone. She always speaks in an arrogant tone.
こっちは人間などには同情せぬ。そんなものは出来損ないのアルプのすることじゃ。そこに回収可能なかけらがあれば回収するまでじゃ。赤木？何を話してるの？
I was about to say, isn't the whole point of this exercise in collecting fragments and whatnot so the Alps can understand humans better? Doesn't having no pity for the humans kind of run contrary to that? Whatever. I think she might just be a contrarian. Akagi grins triumphantly as she thrusts out a small bottle.
私の？俺、なんか随分量が増えてるような。
Oh, I see. She stole the fragments from Shuuji and then transferred them into Shiba's bottle. Got it.
人の心は脆い。特に穴の開いた心はな。あっちの鍵爪で眠っているところをちょいと削ってやれば、ボロボロと崩れてこの通りじゃ。
Wow. That is evil.
嘘でしょ。
Seriously? She's the one who did this to me? How dare she? Or so I would normally say, but honestly, I can't muster the anger to do so.
ルールに縛られたお前には真似できまい。どうだ、悔しいか？お前の魔女が集め、小僧が吸収したかけらも、あっちが回収してやったわ。
You suck.
おっと、まさか文句は言うまいな。このかけらは小僧の心の中にあったもの。ルールの上ではお前にも所有権はないはずじゃ。さあ紬よ、これでお前もあと少しで魔女の契約から解放され。
お前はバカか？
なんだと？
Ooh, here comes the comeuppance part. We can't actually hear what Soma-san is saying, but we can imagine it well enough from Akagi's reaction.
バカじゃないと思うなら、その小瓶を星名君に近づけてみたらどうだ？
Is it gonna suck them back in?
何を言うかと思えば負け惜しみか？そんなことをして一体何の意味があるか知らんが、いいじゃろう。
Akagi thrusts the bottle at me. And when she does, the stopper pops out of the bottle and a dazzling display of feathers and white light bursts out.
せっかく集めたかけらが小僧の中へ吸収されていく。どういうことじゃ？このことは綾地さんが近づかない方がいいって言ってたの。ええ、私の時と同じです。
All of the fragments that were inside Shiba-san's bottle have now been absorbed into me, and I feel alive again!
確かに、人間の心は脆い。だが、同時に修復しようとする強さも持っているんだ。そもそも、健常なものの心なら、私たちの爪や牙など、何の役にも立たないよ。
七尾、こうなると知っていたな。分かったのか？
You brought this on yourself.
自分で言っていたじゃないか。誰にも星名くんの心に所有権などない。
At least not until later in this route.
それはもともと星名くんのものだったというだけだ。
だとしても、紬の集めた分まで全部吸収されてしまったのだぞ。
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you mess around.
シーバさんには悪いことをしてしまったが、お前の勉強不足が悪い。第一、どうして我々アルプがかけらの回収にわざわざ魔女と協力すると思うんだ？
No, I don't think she does.
一見、非効率的なやり方だ。
手分けした方が手っ取り早いからではないのか？
間違いではない。だが、いいか？我々には人間の心を完全に理解することができない。つまり、アルプには力加減ができないんだ。そして必要以上に相手の心を壊してしまえば、今見た通り、元の木阿弥へ帰ってしまうんだよ。以前、縄張りのことで揉めた時、ルールには理由があるということも話してやったつもりだったがな。
Those rules won't stop me. I can't read or listen.
ひょっとして、お前の鳥頭では3歩歩くと忘れてしまうのか？
あっちを鶏などと同じにするな。カラスは賢いのだ。
せめて自分のやらかしたことを理解してから言ってくれ。
No, I don't think she does. I think she's just going to try something else.
そんなことだから、お前はいつまでたっても人格を維持できるようにならないんだ。
なんじゃと？どういう意味じゃ、七尾！
Dun 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 dun.
あいつめ、一方的に切るとは非常識なやつだ。まったく、これだから礼儀のなってない女は。
You now have pissed off 2 witches. And also Shuuji. Thanks to all the fragments I've absorbed, I'm back to my usual self, and I'm mad as hell. The 3 of us surround Akagi.
どうしたのじゃ？みんな何をそんな怒った顔しておる？
Gee, I wonder why.
これ、紬まで何をそんなに怒っておる？あっちはただ。もう、Akagiのバカ！
Light punch, light punch, light punch, light punch.
ごめんなさい、本当に申し訳ございませんでした。
It wasn't your fault. After a long, heartfelt lecture, Shiba-san is pressing down Akagi's head as they both prostrate themselves on the floor in front of me. Oh, I thought she was going to bend her knees in the wrong way. Ah, there we go.
どうしてあっちが板の床で膝を反対に折り曲げねば。ほら、Akagiもちゃんと頭下げて。
She's like a mother disciplining her naughty child. Again.
痛い。もう足がしびれて動けんのじゃ。そんな
Hey now, Shiba-san, I think that's enough. You personally have nothing to be sorry for anyway.
ええ、私など自分のアルプが七尾でよかったと実感しているくらいです。
Yeah, really.
そう言ってくれるのは嬉しいけど、私のしつけが悪いせいでもあるから。ほれ、せっかく相手がもういいと言っておるのじゃから手を離さぬか。
He said that's enough to her, not you.
アカギはもっと反省して。だからあっちの膝はそっちに曲がるようにはできておらぬと。ただ、
I have no pity for birds. This is never gonna end at this rate. Anyway, I'm sorry too, Shiba-san. I ended up absorbing all of the fragments you collected. All of them?
そんなとんでもないよ。星野くんが一番の被害者なんだから。
I really feel a lot better now. You don't have to worry about me.
そういうわけにはいかないよ。
But I can actually feel again.
かけらのことなら綾地さんにだって迷惑をかけちゃったし。
Oh, well, yeah.
それもシーバさんのせいではありませんよ。
Since some of the fragments that are now inside of me belong to Ayachi-san, the ownership of them has become somewhat vague. Apparently, we can't just nicely split them between the two girls. Oh, that was kind of my question. I don't know how the absorbed fragments kind of redistribute themselves as the whole gets refilled. I guess it's just kinda whoever's closest? Which means the whole lot has to be given to either Ayachi-san or Shiba-san. Akagi explained all of that, half weeping from the amount of time she spent prostrated on the floor.
遠慮せずシーバさんが回収してください。ダメだよ。昨日もカリアさんのかけらを横取りしちゃったばっかりなのに。いいんです。星名くんが吸収してしまった分ならほとんど回収した後ですし、2人の協力で回収できたかけらもありますから、トントンとはいきませんが十分諦めがつく範囲かと。
Aw, Nene's so sweet. Despite the situation she's in, Ayachi-san looks relieved. I'm sorry, Ayachi-san. I can't believe I let this happen again.
どちらも星名くんのせいではありませんよ。
I'm waiting for her to just turn with her sinister eyes looking at Akagi.
それより今回のことで心の穴が開いたままなのがどれだけ危険か分かりました。もし星野くんがあのままになっちゃったらとんでもないことになってたはずだもんね。だから星野くん、せめて私に償いをさせてくれないかな。
Does this mean we can go to the amusement park? You really don't have to.
どっちにしろ心の穴を埋めるお手伝いはするつもりだったんだ。オカルト研究部の活動は悩み相談をすることなんだよね。ええ、今は他に相談へ来ている学生もいませんし、次は星名くんの相談へ乗るのもいいかもしれません。
Yay, I'm the current project! Wait, that makes me feel weird.
少なくとも私たちがかけらの所有権で争うよりははるかに建設的だと思います。ありがとう、綾地さん。
But can we actually do that? It's already been closing slowly just by participating in the club. Mending it more quickly won't be simple.
そんなの今までの相談もそうだったよね。
True.
どれだけ時間がかかっても最後まで続けるつもりだよ。私にチャレンジさせてくれないかな。
Shiba-san. I feel warmth pouring into my chest. Why are her words always so warm?
そんなのは簡単じゃ。
Okay, you don't have permission to speak. Conversely, this one's words are always strangely terrifying. Oh, I was thinking infuriating, but yeah, I suppose that's also an option.
赤毛、ひょっとして手伝ってくれるつもりなの？
I feel like help might not be the right word.
無論じゃ。あっちとて何も手立てがないのにここまでの無体はせん。
Oh no, we've seen what your help can do.
この小僧の心の穴を埋めるくらいわけないと知っていたからこそできたことなのじゃ。 七尾から聞いていることと随分違うようですが。
Ooh, Nene has had enough.
七尾は知らなかっただけじゃろ。朝飯前じゃ。
そうなの？
Chiba-san seems doubtful, as do I.
嫌な予感しかしませんね。
As do I. Agreed. Well then, can you tell us what this plan of yours is?
決まっておる。オスの心に開いた穴を埋めるくらい。
Alright.
交尾をさせてやればいいだけじゃ。
You know, I kind of felt like that's where this was going.
交尾ってオスは単純な生き物じゃからな。しかもおあつらい向きにその小僧は紬と交尾したがっておるのじゃ。
I beg your pardon? What? Why would you say that of all things?
そうだよ。星野くんがそんなこと。
For some reason, I knew it wasn't going to sound like this, but I thought it was going to sound like Goofy for some reason. You're not believing her, are you?
まったく何を恥ずかしがることがある。人間とはおかしな生き物じゃな。
There are procedures. Procedures.
簡単に言わないで。大体本当にそんなので心の穴が埋まるの？
By filling another... Anyway.
七尾からもそんなこと一度も聞いたことがありません。
I feel like we covered some of this on Megaru's route. It's strange how randomly you brought it up, too.
今までの小僧の心の穴が埋まって得をするのは七尾じゃったからな。
That phrasing, though.
だが今は紬のかけらを回収できるかどうかがかかっておる。あっちにとっても大問題じゃ。
This is your fault to begin with. Yeah, but...
紬も交尾くらいさせてやればいいじゃろ。チャレンジすると言っていたではないか。小僧の心の穴を埋めたいのじゃろ。
Well, that would help something.
そうだね。星野くん。
Can we at least go to the amusement park first? Shiba-san, with a burning red face, takes a step toward me. Yes, Shiba-san, you're not...
言ったよね。星野くんの心の穴を埋めるお手伝いがしたいって。だから、ちょっとだけチャレンジしてもいいかな。
Well, this is escalating quickly. Are you serious? I really should stop her. But at the same time, I don't want to.
じゃあ、行くね。星野くん。
Wait, right here? Right now? Huh? Hold on. Oh, well. Hey, CG! Huh?
チャレンジしてみたけど、どうかな。星野くん。
It's very nice, but I'm confused. I can't breathe. I knew they were big, but the height difference between us prevented me from getting the full picture until now. I had 2 eyefuls. As much as I'd love to stay like this, though, I'd rather not suffocate. I frantically tap on her back. I give.
ダメだよ、星野くん。私だって恥ずかしいの我慢してるんだから、動いちゃダメだよ。
And then he died. I'm really not concerned about your embarrassment here.
その代わり、私のことお母さんだと思って甘えていいからね。
No. Look, I know you have a really mature body, but I can't freaking breathe.
よしよし。いい子いい子。
Go to sleep for mommy. I can't.
星野くんはいい子だね。よしよし。
This took a turn. I start to relax as Shiba-san strokes my head. I'm shocked at how satisfied it makes me feel. It's so good that I forget all about my inability to breathe, and then I pass out.
大丈夫。大丈夫。星
星名くんの心の穴は私が埋めてあげるから。
I never expected her to suddenly do something so lewd. This is pretty damn bold. Does she realize that? She will. Her soft and warm bosom has my heart racing. Males truly are simple. It's true. Who knew a girl's chest could be so relaxing?
こうしてると大きい星名くんも小さいこと変わらないね。
I'm a big child. Don't treat me as like a kid. I can't just admit this feels good. Sure you can.
小瓶に心のかけらが戻ってきたようじゃぞ。
Seriously? Oh, right. I just remembered that I can't breathe.
交尾でない分物足りぬがでかしたぞ紬。
Still can't breathe.
エロです、エロです。今まで何ヶ月もかかったのに、星名くんは本当にエロです。
Oh, just you wait. Ayachi-san's eyes have gone dead cold.
今まで穴が塞がってきたのも、本当は私が魔女の格好になるのを見て、興奮してたからではないでしょうね。
You know, I'm beginning to suspect that Shuuji might actually be somewhat of a pervert if everybody's perception of him is this way. I grab a hold of Shiba-san's shoulders and push us apart. I should have done this from the start. Hold on. Could you not throw such baseless accusations at me? And Shiba-san. Shiba-san? Ah, now she can't breathe. Shiba-san's acting weird. Wait, isn't this what happens before she vomits up that rainbow-colored stuff? Oh, so she actually does vomit up. She vomits up Strong Max every time. I'm pretty sure she mentioned that even acting like a girl could set her off. Is this part of your witch's compensation?
我慢するから。
Nene, the bucket?
早く離れて。星名にかけちゃう。
Bucket now? Nope, too late.
そうなっては大惨事じゃな。
I don't care about that. The words spill from my mouth before I realize. The tone was probably wrong, but it is what it is. The main problem is that we can't have her vomiting in school. Is there any way to get over the urge? Jinjins.
無理。一歩でも動いたら出ちゃうから。
Quick, rub her back like the captain on the SS Anne.
から。
Dun 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 dun.
いや、方法ならあるぞ。
Is there?
今よりもっとオスらしい格好をさせれば収まるはずなのじゃ。
I just got the mental picture of him just slapping her on the back. Hey, how you doing, you son of a bitch? How about them dolphins? There's no time to doubt her. I go straight into trying it out, taking my blazer off and putting it around Shiba-san.
ダメだよ。汚しちゃうよ。星名くんの制服。
Is it still not working?
それちょっとだけマシになったみたいだけど。
Quick, tell me your favorite John Wayne movie. Then keep wearing it. Great, it's working. But it doesn't seem to be enough yet. She's still got a hand up against her mouth.
星名くん、そこのクロスでねじり鉢巻きを作ってみたのですが。
Right, that way she'll look like a male Idol fan. Or Billy Idol. I wrap the cloth around her head at once. So, is that good enough?
マシにはなってるけど、離れてくれないと本当に。
Quick, let's talk about monster trucks. No, look, there's gotta be... I suddenly noticed something inside my pants pocket. Is he gonna put the Groucho glasses on her? Huh? What the hell am I doing with these? Well, one thing's for sure, this isn't girly in the least. Crap, there's no time to think. This better work. Well, you know. That's something. She now looks like a drunken old man who's had a few too many drinks and is about to throw up. I kind of feel bad for doing this to her. You feel better? How is it? I guess we're gonna be holding on to the Groucho glasses then. Oh, that's great. Glad we settled that without you throwing up.
ごめんね、油断してたよ。もう少しで物質もなく汚しちゃうところだったもんね。
I was more worried about you, Shiba-san. I'm glad we got it sorted.
星野くん
Am I trying not to laugh? Maybe I was acting a bit too desperate there, but they have to forgive me since everything worked out in the end.
だが紬よ、いい加減諦めて下着もオスのものを身につけてはどうじゃ？
I could foresee that being an issue for a couple of reasons.
そうすれば最初からこの程度問題にならなかったはずじゃぞ。嫌だよ。男の子のパンツ履くなんて絶対嫌だからね。
What's this about?
私の代償はね、なんていうかポイント制みたいなんだ。
Oh, is it like one of those dress-up games where they have like a masculine and feminine value?
下着を変えればその代わりスカートを履いても平気だったり。
Who decides what's worth what points, though? This whole thing is so ridiculously arbitrary. Is there a chart? Huh? Then wouldn't that be way easier?
嫌だよ。星野くんまで何言い出すの？
I mean, people don't see the underwear. I mean, it's not like anyone would be able to tell. You could get Naba-san to help you look for a pair you'd like. At least then we wouldn't have to play this game of fashion chicken. Fashion chicken!
何？そのファッションチキンレースって。
Akagi.
私にとっては真剣な問題なんだからね。それとも星野くんは明日から毎日ブラジャーして学校へ行けって言われても平気な人なのかな？
I mean, if it was like a sports bra, sure. I'd rather die. At the very least, I wouldn't be able to go to school like that. No, you just get one that's not padded. It's fine. Nobody would even know. And if my dad were to see me wearing one, I might really die.
星野くん、すぐそういうこと言うのよくないよ。
Yup, that's a really big problem for a guy. Just imagining it gives me the chills. Literally. I rub my arms as I feel a breeze blow past me. Where did that come from? Did Akagi use gust? The window's still open from the back. We let Akagi in. Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
ああ、星野くん、制服借りっぱなしでごめん。
No worries, but thanks for giving it back. I reach out a hand, but Shiba-san attempts to put it on me herself.
あれ。
Are we stuck together? What are you doing, Shiba-san?
星野くんの背が高すぎるのがいけないんだよ。
Somebody get me a step stool.
少しかがんでくれないと うまくかけられないかな。
Ooh, is this where an awkward contact situation happens? Sorry. The way you were on your tiptoes trying to reach me was pretty cute, though.
もうせっかく感謝してるのにすぐからかうんだから。
There really doesn't seem to be a big enough height difference to prevent Shiba-san from reaching my shoulders, so maybe she's just acting cute? But if I were to mention how cute it is again, she'd probably start hitting me, so I'll refrain. What? Her punches don't hurt.
はい、ありがとうございました、星野くん。
Oh, great. I feel nice and toasty again. Shiba's... Because I'm crouching down, our eyes lock at an equal level. I've never gotten such a close look at her before, so I end up freezing in place. I disagree. I think you got a much closer look at just a few minutes ago. Thanks.
こっちこそありがとうだから。
Boy, it suddenly got really hot in here. It's a good thing that window's still open. Crap, what am I getting all embarrassed for? To make matters worse, I start thinking about how her chest felt. Why are us men so pathetic? Or maybe it's just me that's pathetic?
今日吐かずに済んだのは星名くんのおかげだよ。
Mission accomplished. Well, I couldn't have done it without Ayachi-san and Akage's advice.
いいえ、私もそう思いますよ。星名くんの心の穴を埋めるのもシーバさんにお任せした方が効率的かもしれません。
Hey, we have an in to spend more time with her.
ふふん、その方が後でかけらを横取りされる心配もなし。良いのではないか？
You know, before we close the window, would you like to leave?
結果的に七尾の邪魔もできたようじゃしな。
Actually, maybe I'll just throw you out the window.
もう赤木ったらまだそんなこと言ってるの？綾地さんも本当にそれでいいのかな？
私にシーバさんの真似はできそうもありません。
I'll give it time.
それにもし仮に私が星名くんを抱きしめたとして、
It would probably trigger a fit.
心の穴が埋まっても埋まらなくても微妙な気持ちになりそうですから。
Nene's route is going to be very interesting. I'm afraid of being deemed an utter pervert by Ayachi-san too. Too late. Guess I shouldn't involve her any further then.
では正式にオカルト研究部として星名くんの悩み相談はシーバさんに一任したいと思います。
わかったよ、星野くん。というわけで明日からよろしくね。
Looking forward to it, Shiba-san. I leave the club room giddy with excitement and with a skip in my step. I can't wait to see what tomorrow holds. Back in the saddle again, except the horse didn't have a saddle.
モテたくて始めたことだけど、やっぱドラムはスカッとするからいいな。
Akage, are you in my head again? Kaido?
みんなで演奏するのも結構楽しかったな。人前で演奏するのは恥ずかしいけど、でも楽しかったな。
Oh, it's from the fragments he absorbed from the Shiba's bottle. And Karia too. Now I get it. This is the same as when I absorbed Ayachi-san's fragments. Leaving no room for doubt, I begin hearing other voices belonging to people I don't know. The experience prompts another dream. Another dream about my past, oh boy. This memory is more like some piece of junk that you've stuffed deep in a drawer somewhere and forgot about. Just one of the many boring moments in my life. Ow. Sorry. I don't know how old I am in this one, so I'm just going with normal voice until I learn otherwise. I believe this was several years ago. I was walking down an aisle in my class when my bag bumped into something. Pencils, pens, and erasers spilled out onto the floor behind me. It seems I had knocked a girl's pencil case off her desk. I immediately crouched down and began picking things up. But accompanying that was what felt like a burst of static inside my head, a clear indication of someone else's annoyance. I almost thought I could hear the girl clicking her tongue at me, but instead...
いいよ、そんなの別に。自分で拾うから。
Huh? The girl was smiling. Her brow was creased like she was bothered, but there was a gentle, friendly smile on her face.
ありがとう。気持ちだけ受け取っておくから大丈夫だよ。
Right. You do?
星名くんって優しいんだね。
Maybe she didn't want any boys touching her stuff. Her emotions were intensely unpleasant, but bafflingly, she looked at me with a smile on her face. The disparity was a huge shock at the time. I had to wonder if that's how all girls are. Man, why show me this dream? It's so cringeworthy. That's usually how it goes. You have those dreams of long, long ago where something embarrassing happened and they wake you up in the middle of the night when you can do absolutely nothing about it.
おい、星名、ラッキーだったな。朝からさんと話せるなんてな。
Double O-san. Huh?
さんってほんと可愛いよな。
Wow, I can't even remember her name in the dream. Or any of their faces. nor can I remember the names of these two guys, even though they sat near me in class.
しかも気遣いができて優しいなんて最強じゃね？去年クラスのお嫁さんにしたい子ランキング1位だったんだってよ。
Alright. Huh.
ひょっとして星名もそう思うか？
Not really. Yeah.
ああ、ほんといい子だよな。マジ嫁にして。
Yeah. Joining in with conversations had become normal for me. I had already gotten used to it by this point. Oh, I guess I was supposed to be more convincing than that. On the surface, at least. I was perfectly okay only ever getting to know people on the surface level. I figured the only reason anyone liked anyone else was because they never knew each other's true thoughts. Ow. It's best just not to get too involved with anyone. I'm just trying to seek out painless relationships like everyone else. Girls are cute, but you can appreciate that just by looking at them. The only reason these boys want girlfriends so badly is because they don't know how they really are. They'd be disillusioned if they did. That's just getting to know people in general. Such nasty thoughts fill my head. Is this because the hole in my heart has been forced open? I'm not in as bad shape as yesterday, but I'm definitely feeling down. Maybe I've been affected by Akagi's shenanigans more than I thought. Actually, no. Before joining the OC, I would give up on everything before I even tried. This negative outlook was my original state. Oh no. It sucks feeling like this again. Yesterday, I actually felt positive about tackling my problem with Shiba-san. But now, the thought of doing something alone with a girl is filling me with a big sense of anxiety. Am I gonna get through this? Just then, I spot Shiba-san and Inaba-san.
どうしてですか、つむぎ先輩。ごめんね、めぐるちゃん。今度のは自信あるんですよ。実はメンズの中にも女の子がつけてもおかしくないくらい可愛いのがあって。
Well, I would, but it's just the point system is working against me again. Point system? Oh, never mind.
それを使ってガーリーに見せる方法を考えてみたんです。男の子用の小物で女の子っぽくできるの？
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
ですです。男性アイドルにも可愛い系の人っているじゃないですか。昨日テレビを見てるとき、これだって思ったんですよ。確かにいけそうな気がするけど。
She just comes to school looking like David Bowie in Labyrinth. Looks like Shiba-san's still trying to get over her own problems. She's been saying how she really wants to look more girly.
ごめん、めぐるちゃん。せっかく用意してくれたのに悪いんだけど、しばらく待ってくれない？
Okay, here's what we do. We go to the mall, we buy a bunch of these accessories, we go to a secluded place outside where it won't be a problem, and we test them piece by piece. And then if she throws up, we know we've gone too far.
だからどうしてです？男の子用でもちゃんと可愛くしますよ。
A park ranger comes by later in the day. Why is there so much rainbow-colored fluid on the ground? What is this?
実はおかけんの悩み相談を私が担当することになったんだ。
Huh?
そうなんですか？でもそんな人来てましたっけ？
It was a special case.
来てたっていうか身内なんだよ。はい、シーバさんには星名くんの悩み相談へ乗ってもらうことにしました。あやちさん。先輩の？あの人悩みなんかあるんですかね？
Wow, rude. Oh, come on.
はい、みんなに相談するというわけにはいかない問題のようです。でもお二人は聞いたんですよね？
Why didn't he tell me?
ごめんね。別にめぐるちゃんが信用できないってわけじゃないんだけど。
It's complicated.
これは私にも責任あることだし、しばらくはそっちに集中したいっていうか。
She's giving my problems priority over her own?
よくわかりませんけど、それなら仕方ないですね。
I have expected Megaru to run interference, and I was thinking, well, boy, this is just a complete opposite of her route in every way, shape, and form, isn't it?
でも、せっかく紬先輩に似合うと思って用意したのにな。
それは本当に後ろ髪引かれるんだけどね。
Despite the forced smile on Shiba-san's face, I'm picking up on a mix of apologetic and disappointed emotions coming from her. She's overcome with emotion inside, but maintains a calm appearance. When a girl smiles, she's not always smiling inside.
星野くん、おはよ
Hey, morning. After spotting me, Shiba-san splits away from everyone and jogs over to me.
う。今朝はどう？あれから気分悪くなったりしてない？
I'm fine.
よかった。かけらを吸収しても心の穴は閉じたわけじゃないから。
I feel like it would be better to just be honest with her, especially if she's going to be trying to help you solve the problem. There's no reason to put on the false air of being okay when you're not.
また昨日みたいになってないかちょっと心配してたんだよ。あれ？星野くん、ちょっと顔色良くない？
You're not quite dead fish, you're like a semi-dead kind of fish. She tiptoes up to peer into my face. I said I'm fine. There's nothing for you to worry about. She's so worried about me, yet I end up being blunt with her. Ah, okay, so that was correct.
ああ、ごめん。だったらいいんだけど。とにかく今日から一緒に頑張ろうね。まずはちゃんと方針とかも決めた方がいいと思うんだ。後で話し合いたいんだけど。星野くん？
Are you sure you didn't want to do that with Inaba-san? I'm unable to hold my feelings back. You want to look as cute as possible, don't you?
ひょっとして聞いてた？
You have your own problems. You shouldn't be hanging around me trying to solve mine. You can't just put your life on hold to help... sorry. The more I try to make excuses... Oh, I see. That was supposed to be harsher. Yeah, that does make sense. The harsher my tone gets. Why am I so irritable today? Sorry. I've been lightheaded and anxious since yesterday, so I'm not in a great mood. Could you just leave me alone for a... Shiba-san? She suddenly grabs onto my blazer's sleeve. And then she drags me over to Ayachi-san.
お願い、綾地さん。部室の鍵貸してもらえないかな？
Wait, are we doing this again? I don't know if I still have the Groucho glasses.
もちろん構いませんよ。
Hold on. We're going to the club room? Are we gonna make it back in time for homeroom?
気持ちが不安定になるのは心が疲れてる証拠だよ。
Boy, Akagi really did a number, didn't she?
やっぱりまだ昨日のダメージが残ってるんだと思う。
Yeah, but I can't ask you to do this.
星野くん、もし今迷惑かけてくれないんだったら私怒るからね。
I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. She tiptoes up and gives me the scariest scowl she can muster, which is still not very scary. It's not that effective visually, but it gets across how serious she is about this. Sorry.
うん、私こそごめん。先に部室へ行って待っててくれる？
Aye, aye, Captain. Sure. We're not going together? Alright. I probably should have left my bag in the classroom. Well, I'm here. Where's Shiba-san gone off to? I've been waiting considerably longer than I expected to.
お待たせ、星野くん。
You good? When Shiba-san finally shows up, she's awkwardly covering her chest while trying not to draw attention to it at the same time. No, I'm the one wasting your time. And I'm sorry for my behavior earlier.
星野くんこそ気にしないで。それよりこっちへ来てくれない？
Sure.
じゃあ行くよ。
Hey, yeah. Ooh, and we're back. Whoa, this is different from the last one. What? Shiba-san?
昨日はこれで心の穴が埋まったはずだし、気持ちも落ち着くんじゃない？どうかな？
It's just the same as yesterday. Oh, wait. Isn't this gonna make you sick again?
大丈夫。赤城から聞いたでしょ。
I just have to do the equivalent exchange. So I decided to go commando today. Wait, what?
私がどこまで女の子っぽくできるかはポイント制なんだって。
Yeah, but you're using up a lot of your points on your underwear. Wait, huh? Her chest doesn't feel like it did yesterday. The softness is the same, but it feels a bit more fleshy than before. Why would you describe it like that?
下着はね、さっき変えてきたんだ。
Did you wear boys' underwear just for me?
何に変えてきたかは聞かないでほしいかな。
She's not wearing a bra? The different feeling is because of the missing piece of cloth. Yeah, that would do it. Do you think she removed the bottom half too? This is way too lewd for me. Oh no, I'm gonna get a nosebleed on her clothes.
よしよし。よしよし。
She was so happy when she got to dress up as a she-devil for Halloween. And she suffers so much because she has to dress like a guy. Yet she rejected Inaba-san's offer to help so she could focus on my problem. Even though she's risking getting sick again, like yesterday. And despite all of that, I was being such a whiny bitch about this.
どう少しは心の穴が埋まってきそうかな。
I don't know what exactly that's supposed to sound like. Her soothing sends a tingle into the corners of my eyes.
ちょっと星野くん。
I'm so happy. I wrap my arms around her and bury my head as deep into her chest as I can. I don't know or care what has happened to my unstable emotions. I just know that I don't want her to see my tears. But it seems like she's noticed anyway.
もうしょうがないな。
There's something different about Shiba-san. Something other girls don't have. Her smile is so genuine. I can feel nothing hiding behind it but pure warmth. It's incredibly soothing.
よしよし。星野くん、私よりずっと背が大きいのに、私の方がお母さんみたいだよ。
That happens. I barely remember my mom, so I don't know, maybe.
Huh?
You're calming, though, like I imagine a mother would be. Have I said too much? Maybe not. I don't sense any negative emotions coming from her.
そうなんだ。だったらいいよ。しばらく星野くんのお母さんでいてあげる。よしよし。
I could never let anyone else see me like this. Yet strangely, I don't want to budge. You're amazing, Shiba-san. I wonder if this is what a real mom is like.
さすがにそれは保証してあげられないかな。だってこんな男の子みたいな格好したお母さんはいないと思うよ。
You don't know that. Your clothes have nothing to do with it. You're still cute and really, really calming.
はいはい。普通お母さんに可愛いなんて言う？どっちにしろ私じゃ貫禄不足だよ。
I guess we get to find out in the epilogue, maybe. Okay then. It's not because you're like a mom. I feel calm because you're just you. And now she's no longer calm. Shiba-san? Ah, somebody's throwing acorns at my head. Shiba-san repeatedly pounds my back. Ow. Ouch! Did I say something strange again?
星野くんは自覚ないところが立ち悪いよ。もうおしまい。
Aw, man. I would have understood if she got mad from being called a mom, but I don't get why that made her mad. Girls are such a mystery. Being able to perceive their emotions has brought me no closer to understanding them. No, I feel like that would actually make it worse, because then you're like, okay, what's behind this emotion? I'm sorry, but thank you for that.
それは分かってるつもりだけど、星野くんの心の穴が少しでも埋まってくれれば私も。あれ？
Chiba-san takes out her fragment bottle and looks at it curiously.
あんまりかけらが戻ってきてないみたい。
I'm sorry, I think there's a diminishing return for repeated events, even though there was a variation. No way! I feel so much better though.
うーん
I swear, I'm telling the truth.
ごめん、疑ってるわけじゃないんだよ。
But this totally makes it seem like I'm not grateful at all. I don't get it. This worked great yesterday.
だからじゃないかな。
What do you mean?
同じことしてもあんまり効果がないだけかも。
Probably.
刺激に慣れちゃうんじゃないかな。
I really don't feel like I've gotten used to it. But yeah, maybe repeating the same action only heals the same part of me.
それも踏まえて今後の方針を決めた方がいいかもね。
It just keeps raising the bar. So I won't get to bury my face in her chest anymore? Man. Wait, what am I thinking? Shiba-san is trying to help me out of the kindness of her heart here. How could I let myself get such impure thoughts? Well, you know. Though it's hard to forget how Akagi told us to mate.
星野くん、どうかした？
It's better that you don't know. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
そう？さすがに授業が始まる前には戻った方がいいだろうから。続きは放課後に話そう。
Yeah, we will. Gotcha. This whole thing feels far too one-sided for my liking. Is there nothing I can do for her in return, as both apology and thanks? Amusement park? Alrighty. We're suddenly Ace Ventura. As soon as lessons are over, I head over to Shiba-san's desk. For the record, we missed morning homeroom, but it seems Ayachi-san covered for us. Shiba-san, can I have a moment?
話し合いするんだよね。
Yep. How about we pay the Schwarzkopfs a visit? I've already received permission from our illustrious club president, Ayachi-san, to do so.
相馬さんのところ？
I can't think of a better place for us to talk in private. Yeah, actually. There are people who don't know about witches in the OC, after all.
そうだね。ちょうどいいかも。私も一度相馬さんに直接謝らなきゃと思ってたから。
You don't have anything to apologize for. You mean about Akagi?
綾地さんのかけらを私が回収することになっちゃったでしょ。間接的に迷惑かけちゃったわけだし、電話でもすごく失礼な態度だったから。
I kind of feel like Nanao has been dealing with that from Akagi for a lot longer than any of us have. That's not really your responsibility, though, is it?
そういうわけにはいかないよ。
Alright.
私はいつか魔女を卒業できるけど、赤城はアルプ同士付き合っていかなきゃいけないはずなんだから。
It's like you're her guardian or something. Shiba-san seems really stubborn about this. But that works in my favor right now. I'm obviously not inviting her to the Schwarzkopfs just so we can talk. Why not?
なんだ、そんなことか。私は気にしていない。
As soon as we enter the cafe, Shiba-san makes her apology. And just as I expected, Soma-san accepts it with a smile.
むしろ被害を受けたのは星名くんやシーバさんの方だろ。
True story.
すみません。ありがとうございます。
まあ、そちらが気になるというのなら、ここは喫茶店だ。
Buy something.
デザートでも注文してくれると助かるけどね。ちなみに、うちのおすすめはパフェだ。
Everybody loves parfaits. Sure, we'll take two. That good with you, Shiba-san? I accept Soma-san's offer as soon as possible. Everything is going just as I want. I'm getting a parfait out of it.
そうだね。じゃあオレンジパフェなんてあるんですね。これで。
Ooh. I'll take a blueberry one. Ooh. Blueberry.
かしこまりました。
Soma-san heads behind the counter. By the way, this will be my treat.
悪 自分で払うから。
Nonsense.
そのつもりだったらもう少し安いのにしたいわ。
I knew you would, which is why I waited to tell you. I was planning on treating you from the start.
そうだったの。でもどうして？
Guess I need to pay you back. Well, you've been helping me out a lot lately. I just wanted to show my thanks for all the trouble you've been going through for me lately.
星名くんに迷惑かけてるのはこっちの方だよ。それに私がやりたくてやってることでもあるんだから、やっぱり自分で払うよ。
No, you won't. Shiba-san, you're trying to fill the hole in my heart, aren't you?
そのために来たはずだよね。
Right. And the best way to do that is to encourage me to do what I truly wish to do without giving up partway through. And right now, I want to treat you to a parfait.
星名くんって時々強引だよね。
You're welcome.
いくらなんでもこじつけっぽいよ。
Is that a no?
ダメじゃないけど、本当にいいの？
Absolutely. This way I won't feel so bad about getting help from you.
そういうもの？でも変わってるね、星名くん。そこまでしておごろうとする人珍しいと思うよ。
Maybe not most people, but you'd be surprised. Is this really that strange?
絶対変。
Oh well. That's harsh. Though, now that she mentions it, maybe it's not good to pressure someone into accepting your treat like this. I can tell she doesn't mind too badly, but it's worth thinking about. Yeah.
飲食業をやっている私の経験から言えば、そう珍しいことでもないがな。
Don't say the D word. Soma-san, you heard all of that?
私は耳がいいんだ。お待たせいたしました、お客様。
すっごくかわいい。
No girl can resist the allure of a good parfait, and Shiba-san is no exception.
おすすめだと言ったろ。見た目だけでなく、味も保証しておこう。
This is making me want a parfait really badly.
楽しみです。ところで珍しくないってそうなんですか？
Maybe you just want to let that sleeping cat lie.
私は動物のオスと男の違いだと認識している。どうも男というのは特定の女を前にすると財布の紐が緩くなる生き物らしい。
Well, yeah.
要するに人間独特の求愛行動の一種なんだろう。
Maybe you don't want to say that?
求愛
She's turning into a tea kettle again. That's what I think every time I see that. Hey, Soma-san, I'm doing this to thank her. Both Shiba-san and I blush furiously.
なんだ、違ったのか？まあいい、溶けないうちに食べてくれ。
However, Soma-san remains indifferent as she leaves. This has served as a stark reminder that she's an Alp. Shiba-san, you really should eat it before it melts, you know? I avoid looking her in the eyes as I talk. I've become overly self-conscious after Soma-san's nonsense. I'm not trying to reach your heart through your stomach, I promise.
餌付けだったの？
What, have you not heard that phrase before? Oh, that was just a figure of speech. I couldn't think of another way of phrasing it.
わかってるよ。星野くんは女の子相手だと誰にでも優しいもんね。
Not quite where I was going with that, but sure. I am. Shiba-san returns to her senses and picks up her spoon. But for some reason, I can sense a dejected feeling coming from her. What is it?
今更だけど、パフェって可愛い食べ物だよね。
Oh no.
ちょっと女の子っぽいかなって一瞬警戒しちゃっただけ。でも、多分大丈夫だから。
Wait a minute. Soma, could you come back? Could you make this a more masculine parfait? Shiba-san really has to worry about every little thing, doesn't she? The seriousness of her price is really hitting home. I dig my spoon into my own parfait and scoop up a massive spoonful. Don't worry, guys like parfaits just as much as girls, true story. Ah, this is great.
もう星野くんたら大げさなんだから。
If you eat it like I do, you probably won't get sick. Shiba-san takes her spoon up to her mouth. But she doesn't give her impression straight away. Instead, she takes another mouthful before her mouth melts into a smile.
おいしい。
Even Soma-san, who's sitting behind the counter reading a newspaper, smiles upon hearing this. You like it that much?
オレンジソースの酸味が強くてね、アイスの甘さと合わさると、甘酸っぱくて最高なんだよ。
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah? This blueberry one's pretty good, but yours sounds great.
星野くんも一口食べてみなよ。本当に美味しいから。
Wanna have a spoonful of mine in return then?
いいよ。実はブルーベリーも気になってたんだ。
Chiba-san's smile is beaming. But the truth is, this suggestion requires a lot of courage. I wouldn't have been able to do it when I came here with Togakushi-senpai.
ブルーベリーも美味しい。こっちは男の子が好きな味かも。
Wait, how? Blueberries are pretty sweet. I mean, unless you get the small ones that are really sour. Man, this orange parfait is just as good. I wonder why you don't see more citrus parfaits. More places should have them.
生クリームってレモンを垂らすと固まってクリームチーズっぽくなるでしょ。
Ooh.
珍しいのは扱いがちょっと難しいからじゃないかな。それも含めて完成度高いと思う。
Soma-san just pipes up, yeah, it's taken me about 100 years to get that one right. I have no idea. I've never tried making this stuff before.
私もパフェは作ったことないけど、こんなに美味しいなら今度挑戦してみようかな。美味しいものって食べると笑顔になっちゃうよね。
Mental note made. Chiba-san does indeed look delighted as she digs in. This is great. Looking at her face, I truly believe I made the right choice by inviting her here.
あれ？
Chiba-san suddenly reaches into her pocket. Your phone buzzing?
そうじゃなくて、かけらの小瓶が。やっぱり中身が戻ってきてる。
That's the power of parfait. Huh? Does that mean my heart's been filled some more?
そんなにパフェが美味しかったの？
Probably not. No, that can't be it. I lock eyes with Shiba-san, and my heart starts pounding heavily.
星野くん、どうかした？
Oh, no, it's nothing. I raise a hand to my chest in a vain attempt to quell my racing heart. The bottle filled some when I looked at the smile on Shiba-san's face. Maybe it was a feeling of satisfaction? But could that really be it? Was that really enough to fill my heart?
けどどうして心の穴が埋まったんだろう。もちろんいいことだと思うけど。
Who can say? Chiba-san continues to eat her parfait. Captivated, I continue to eat my own, too. But I start to get a vague sense of understanding. I've never felt like this before, and it was so spontaneous that I didn't even realize it until now. I might... Whoa!
Whoa!
I stop my spoon right as I'm about to dig back into my parfait. I was centimeters away from coming into contact with the area Shiba-san ate from.
星野くん？
What, are you just not gonna eat that part of the parfait then? Oh! I was just thinking about how it'll be hard to come up with a plan of action since we don't know how my heart is being filled. While I speak, I move my spoon slightly to the side. Now that I look, I see that Shiba-san's been avoiding the place I ate from as she continues to enjoy her parfait.
そうだね。でも思ったより簡単に埋まっていきそうでよかったかな。
You know, if you're gonna do that, you may as well just get a separate plate and just... Here, plop. Yeah. Perhaps the hole in my heart was created because I'd given up. And by that, I mean... Perhaps it's because I had given up on ever finding love? Now that I think of it, I gave up on that because of my power, hadn't I? If so...
星野くん、そんなに考え込まなくてもパフェが溶けちゃうよ。
Oh no, mi parfait! Oh, huh? While I was pondering, I've run out of places to put my spoon into my parfait, other than where Shiba-san put hers, that is. Man, I'm worrying about this way too much. Shiba-san's acting perfectly normal. Get a hold of yourself, man.
えっと
No, I think she's running into the same conundrum, actually. Oh, never mind. Shiba-san seems to be worrying about where to put her spoon, too. Oh, what's this? Are you worried about eating where I ate from? For some reason, this is so relieving that I managed to crack a joke. At this point, Shiba-san goes completely red from the neck up. She's so cute.
星野くんだって私が食べたところ避けてるでしょ。
Touché. You noticed?
だから私もマナーとして一応避けてるだけ。
Is it? But it's not like it'd be a big deal to have an indirect kiss. The embarrassment is so bad that I can almost feel the steam rising from my head. Oh, that's what that sound was. I thought it was just like a dismissive... It's totally fine, you know?
そんな全然平気そうじゃない言い方されたら余計意識しちゃうでしょ。
You're getting her so worked up that when she actually takes a bite out of that section, she will get violently ill. I hear a noise behind me. I turn around to see what's going on. Sama-san is holding up her newspaper to cover her face, probably laughing. She's acting like she doesn't know what's going on here, but she totally does.
これくらい友達同士なら普通じゃない？
Yeah, exchanging bites is totally normal. I mean, it is. My chest tightens a little at the word friends, but I manage to reply.
そうだよ。私の方がお母さん役なんだから大きな声で騒ぐほどじゃないよ。
How long is that roleplay going to keep up? Is this going to be an ongoing thing? I'm not sure how that's relevant. Are you really gonna eat it?
もちろん残さず食べないと失礼だもん。
There you go. Shiba-san's gotten really serious about this for some reason. No dessert left behind. She digs her spoon right into her parfait.
だからいちいち変な声出さないで。また意識しちゃうでしょ。
Yeah, really. Yeah, this is nothing. Just an indirect kiss. She ate it. Am I the only one who thinks this is a big deal? No, but yes, but no. I guess that means she really does only see us as friends. Brain freeze! Shiba-san's face now goes pink. Then it goes scarlet, then florid red, darkening by the second. Uh-oh. Hey, Shiba-san, are you... Is that actual steam rising from her head, or just my ability making it seem so? Can your ability do visual hallucinations? Hey, are you okay? Shiba-san suddenly reaches out and starts stealing from my parfait. What are you doing? Now wherever I eat from, it's gonna be in
星野くんが悪いんだからね。
Shiba-san shoots me a resentful glare as she stuffs her cheeks with my blueberry parfait, like a squirrel.
だって星野くんのせいでちっとも味がわからなかったんだもん。
With that cutting remark, she runs off to the toilet. Aww. Shiba-san, wait, did she get sick from that? Though, even if she did, I can't exactly follow her into the bathroom. As I'm panicking to myself, Sama-san lowers her newspaper and calls out to me.
星野くん、パフェはアイスが溶けきる前に食べきってほしいものだな。
But it's all danger zone now. Huh? Oh, Shiba-san kinda had her way with my dessert. Why would you phrase it like that? There's nowhere to put my spoon without it, becoming an indirect kiss.
私に人間の気持ちはわからない。でも君ならシーバさんと同じことをすれば 彼女の気持ちが理解できるかもしれないぞ。
How she feels?
間接的唾液交換のことならシーバさんだって覚悟の上だろう。気にすることはないさ。
That's a weird way of putting it. But maybe she has a point. I ignore the pounding of my heart and pick up my spoon. Relax, Shuuji. This is no big deal. It's not like Shiba-san put her mouth on my parfait. It was just the spoon she was using. If this much worries me, then I'll never be able to share a meal with a girl ever. The ice cream on my spoon glistens under the soft cafe lights. It feels slightly romantic. Man, I'm really overthinking things. Munch. I don't know if this is an excited or overwhelmed with emotion. Probably overwhelmed. And the embarrassment. I don't know. Actually, this leads me to believe it might have been excitement. I get the sudden urge to run over to the window and shout at the sky. If there was no one around, I probably would do exactly that. It was only an indirect kiss, so why does it have me feeling like this? Man, I can see why Alps have such a hard time understanding us humans. I'm just barely able to control the urge to pound on the table. What the? That wasn't me. Who was it? Did that just come from the bathroom? It sounded like someone hitting the wall or something. Could it have been Shiba-san? No way. Does she actually feel the same way I do? Apparently.
さあな。私には人間の気持ちはわからない。
Despite what she says, she seems to be enjoying herself.
お待たせ。
So did you taste the rainbow? It's all good. Did you hear that noise just a second ago? What noise?
何のこと？私は聞こえなかったけど。
There was no noise. It was just Akagi running into the window again. Oh. We're now both sitting down at the table again, but are unable to look each other in the eye. Ah, I'm so hot, and it feels like steam is gonna come pouring out of my head at any moment now. Jeez, my mind has gone completely blank. I can't even say anything. It makes me wonder how I ever managed to talk with her before.
星名くんも食べたんだ。
Huh?
パフェ。
Yeah, I guess I did. Not knowing what to do, I fumble with my spoon.
平気なんだ。
I wouldn't have been able to eat it all if I weren't.
そうだけど、星名くんは平気なんだなと思ったから。
Why are you disappointed? I'm not fine at all. I'm clearly just pretending to be. I'd feel weird admitting it, and I'd like to maintain at least some amount of dignity. Nah, that's gone. Soma-san probably finds us humans pathetic in this regard.
パフェは溶けないうちに食べてくれると嬉しいんだがね。
Oh no, she's run out of NPC dialogue.
そうですよね。
Yeah, we don't want to let them go to waste. We force ourselves to take another bite. Alright, you win. Desperately holding back the feelings writhing within me, I continue to pretend to be okay. It is not convincing. For some reason, Shiba-san is rocking back and forth, but I don't have the composure to pick up on how she's feeling. More than anything else, I don't want Shiba-san to know how I feel right now. I don't want her to think I'm weird. Well, you're both weird. That's all there is to it. Well, that was delightfully awkward.
サノバウィッチ。
The little devil costume, I love it. Alright. I think that might be where I call this episode. We had a couple of interesting scenes. We got some CGs out of it. Just variations of the same CG, but I'm not complaining. And I feel like they're slowly and awkwardly getting closer, although I don't know. I kind of thought that the dynamic between him and Meguru was kind of awkward during her route, but this is somehow awkward in an entirely different way. It's fascinating because I feel like if this pace continues, it's going to be a situation where they're both going to be like, oh man, I really like the other person. but I can't let them know that I like the other person. And then disappointment when they think that, oh, this is just normal for them. So I guess they don't feel the same way that I do, and it's just gonna go back and forth until eventually they both just come out and say it, and then rainbow-colored barf goes everywhere. I don't know how they're going to be able to get further in their relationship without her completing her contract, if that makes sense. I just feel like that is going to be a perpetual barrier, that whole point system contract price. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe if they just dress her up like Groucho Marx again, everything will be fine. That chibi, oh my god. Not what I was expecting to see, but it was great. It was really funny. Also, unrelated to this, I hope you all are really enjoying Sarah Prince's playthrough of The Quarry. It's a welcome change of pace. I like seeing something a little bit different on the channel from what we've done before. I mean, Side Portal was kind of in the same vein, but this is not a visual novel at all, so we'll see what happens. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. For now, I am one half of the Bridge Boys, signing off.